Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Dolphins.
Larry, it was a little late in getting here, but autumn has arrived on a beautiful November day in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. This is going to be Shepard on the end around. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Prescott. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carry for Thomas Rawls. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing. Prescott being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. This one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Halfback sent in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got some breathing room. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
They'll try to run with Rawls. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Again, it's Rawls. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Winston. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it would be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line, and neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
This is Ajayi. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Prescott off play action. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They run with a power back. Rawls. And they get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Lamar Houston able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play, not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Prescott to throw this time. He finds Ajayi. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down, Winston. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again, it's Winston. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he He's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jameis now on first down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lamar Houston getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Lamar Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Final play of the half. Prescott out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Akeem Hunt now to return. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now Jameis on second down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Winston now. Going deep here for Bryant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah,
especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Returnable for Lockett. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 46. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A second down throw for Prescott. Now he's forced out left. They find some open field here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the play clock's running down. On third down, it's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lamar Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
36.
Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch that end. Watch that end. Tight end right. Tight end right. Let's go now. Blue lady. Run it. Easy. Blue lady. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Jameis again. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Thomas Rawls hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive the end of the kick other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott looking for Shepard deep and incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And, Charles, you talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. That wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was a long-distance kick.
Brandon, it shows you the faith that this coaching staff has in their kicker. You're right. If this goes wrong, you're going to give up the ball near midfield. But that was an absolute rainmaker, and it's going to give them a late lead.
And now out comes Houston. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Winston. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Winston. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, this is Rawls. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Second down, Winston. That's caught, Fedorowicz. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Pistol, it's Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you'd love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And out come the Dolphins now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They set up the screen to Ajayi. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Three yards to go on second down. Prescott now. Looking for Shepard deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Slot man moves right. They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On second down, Prescott again. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll run it here with Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On third down, Winston. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
2nd down following the run. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And the back goes into motion. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're looking to throw this. Winston drops it underneath for Rawls. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. third down. It's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.